the late 1800s, the Thames Ironworks and Shipbuilding Company was the biggest employer in the East End of London. It was a family-run business, and when the eldest son, Arnold Hills, took over in 1880, he organised social clubs and activities for the workforce. Being a keen sportsman and footballer, with an England cap to his credit, he inevitably formed a works football team, Thames Ironworks FC. That was in 1895, and 5 years later, the club was disbanded and reformed as West Ham United. The family still retains a controlling interest in the club, spanning 3 generations. This means that West Ham United are in fact the only Premiership club still run by the founding family. It's this kind of continuity and sense of community that sets West Ham apart from other clubs.
I'm fair blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air.
Haringvon, we went to Haringvon as well. But yeah, on my own, it cost me about £3 grand. I'm still paying off the credit card bill now.
First I've ever travelled to watch a game would be the Helsinki experience, which was a lot of fun.
West Ham always play the right way, play it on the floor, that's good. Even when we went down playing good football. Long may it continue.
This is probably the furthest I've travelled to watch a game, because we live up in Durham.
I support West Ham since 26 years.
From these solid foundations, West Ham United was destined to flourish in the top flight of English football. FA Cup winners in 1964, 1975 and 1980, European Cup winners in 1965, and consistently competing with the top league clubs for 35 of the last 40 seasons.
You look at the players like Bobby Moore, Martin Peters, Jeff Hurst coming through, and then and then all the way up to current days, Joe Cole and Carrick in the team. Fantastic.
This spirit is still thriving, not only in the club but also in the loyal fan base. You only have to attend a home match at the Bowling Ground to enjoy the family atmosphere and genuine East End hospitality in and around the stadium. Today's Premiership offers the platform to effectively promote your brand to the widest possible audience. The top Premiership club generates a great deal of media interest and consequently a massive exposure for anyone associated with the club, its merchandising and branding.
I think the association that Dr. Martens shares with West Ham at the moment is very good. It's done wonders for the brand. I mean, we've not only got coverage on the television, the media, and obviously through the press, it's also on the high street. You know, the guys are wearing the shirts, so the Dr. Martens name is just, it's heightened the Dr. Martens logo and the brand. So together we link very well. We've both got a strong heritage and a loyal following.
A firm, loyal and expanding customer base is a very attractive proposition to a lot of companies.
Football is so high profile that for a bank which has a name as big as Barclays, we need to associate ourselves with the sport of the day.
Our brand benefits from association with West Ham in as much as we're a nationwide bank, and that means that I can bring people in from right across the country. Indeed, it goes further than that, and I actually bring in international customers on occasion as well.
A wide range of merchandising and facilities and a high rate of customer satisfaction can only add to this.
The clients have a fabulous time here. We've had nothing but praise for the staff and the way in which they've been looked after. They've gone away loving West Ham.
Facilities at West Ham on match day are absolutely excellent. The service is good, the food is good, it's always a great atmosphere. My customers look forward to coming here.
The new Dr. Martens West End complex boasts a variety of facilities, including a new stadium store, conference suites, matchday hospitality, a museum and the West Ham United Quality Hotel. This makes any visit to the Bowling Ground a pleasant and easy experience for the family day out or the corporate hospitality guest. The new stadium store is extremely popular and carries the latest Dr. Martens range and the Fila collection of replica kit and sportswear.
I think the ground's fantastic. I mean, you look at it, it's so different now to what it used to be.
The service in the restaurant was great.
A ground everyone can come to and be proud to be at.
Now we've got the new stand, I'd say it's on a par with some of the best ones, really, yeah.
There's enough places as well to get food and drinks. You know, you're not queuing up for hours or nothing like that. It's been done really well.
We're sitting in the new West Stand now and you just cannot compare it to the old West Side.
To be frank, it's a far cry from Bovril soggy meat pies and long queues when everything, to be fair, was so very, very basic. West Ham United's Youth Academy has been the envy of many other top clubs for years. It has spawned some of the finest young players and continues to do so.
West Ham's Academy, the first one, aren't they? The original.
This commitment to future growth, coupled with a commercial expansion, means more exposure for the club and anyone associated with it.
The future must be bright. The stadium is being developed, the East End will follow on from the West End, the crowds will get larger, the energy, the enthusiasm will improve as a result.
Unfortunately, we're literally on the doorstep of the biggest regeneration programme in Europe in Docklands, so I think it's important that we captivate the interest and excitement of new potential consumers and get them towards the club here. Some of the biggest global brands have invested and have property real estate in that area. We've got to get them towards us. Then, with their support and globalisation opportunities with the sponsors, we then start to attract bigger and better investment and move ourselves onwards to overseas investment.
There's no doubt that West Ham United has grown as a club and as a brand.
If you've got a nice stand and nice grounds, and the top players want to come and play.
Tomorrow's football begins here.